Millions of dollars have poured into the fight for and against Proposition 127. The initiative would regulate state utility companies to produce 50% of their energy from renewable sources, like wind and solar. There are a lot of claims about Prop 127. We sent Cronkite News reporter Rachel Charlton to fact-check one of them.
The claim is this: Arizona's energy mix is already 50% clean. I traced this statement back to an opinion piece by former Arizona Senator Steve Pearce, a rancher in Prescott. Pearce's anti-Prop 127 op-ed was published last month in the Prescott Daily Courier. Matthew Benson, a spokesman for Arizonans for Affordable Electricity, retweeted an excerpt from Pearce's op-ed. When I asked Pearce where that claim came from, he couldn't provide a source, and he declined interview requests, citing his busy schedule. So is Arizona's energy mix 50% clean? Nuclear energy accounts for about 22.5%, and renewables are about 10%. That's according to the Energy Information Administration. Those numbers add up to slightly more than 32%, not 50%. But here's the thing, this fact check really comes down to one word: clean.
When people hear clean, I think a lot of times they do think about renewable energy, but it's not being used that way in this context.
Amanda Ormond used to direct the now defunct Arizona Energy Office.
Through policy that's being considered at the Arizona Corporation Commission and then also by Arizona Public Service Company itself, the word clean includes nuclear energy.
Proposition 127 does not include nuclear energy in the ballot language. University of Utah law professor Lincoln Davies says clean is often a catch-all for renewable energy.
What you're trying to do is to promote renewables, then clean doesn't capture nuclear. But if what you're talking about is you're trying to reduce greenhouse gas emissions or mitigate climate change, then using clean to include nuclear certainly is a fair characterization.
Nuclear energy is often referred to as clean energy because it has effectively zero greenhouse gas emissions in generating electricity. However, most people associate the word clean with renewable energy, which nuclear is not. Nuclear material is a non-renewable resource. Davies said that the language used in these claims should be clear and reflect the policy goals. It's language like the word clean that ASU environmental and sustainability professor of law Troy Rule says can mislead voters.
To refer to nuclear power from Palo Verde as clean might give voters an impression that it is on par in the same way that wind and solar are, when that's just simply not the case.
So this claim that Arizona's energy mix is already 50% clean is hard to fact check. If you combine nuclear with renewables, it still doesn't add up to 50% of Arizona's current energy makeup. So that claim is false. As for the word clean, it often gets associated with renewables, but the definitions are different. To be clear, Prop 127 is about renewable energy, like solar, wind, geothermal, not nuclear. In the Broadcast Center, Rachel Charlton, Cronkite News.